Two ice-cold killers like Bronson Reed and
Step into the ring, fans. It's main event reports, bringing you all the latest from WWE. Don't forget to subscribe and let's get started. Roman Reigns' shocking return to SmackDown should have been a celebration, a moment marking the comeback of WWE's most dominant star. Instead, it ignited chaos across the wrestling world. In a move no one saw coming, Reigns didn't return alone. His new ally wasn't a family member, a rival-turned-partner, or even a rising WWE star. It was Logan Paul. The announcement stunned fans and left the WWE Universe divided. What began as excitement quickly turned into outrage. With one controversial decision, WWE blurred the line between wrestling and spectacle, leaving fans to wonder, has the company finally betrayed its own legacy? WWE's biggest betrayal yet. WWE just pulled one of the most baffling and controversial moves in years, and fans are rightfully furious. Roman Reigns returned to SmackDown last night, but the partner he brought with him has divided the entire wrestling community. What was supposed to be a triumphant comeback for the tribal chief quickly turned into a moment that left long-time fans speechless. It wasn't just a surprise, it was a slap in the face. WWE knew exactly what kind of reaction this would provoke. They knew it would spark outrage, and they did it anyway. Because at the end of the day, WWE believes that fans will keep watching no matter what. But after last night's episode, even the most loyal members of the WWE Universe are starting to question whether the company still respects the people who've supported them through everything. The night SmackDown changed forever. The show began with Solo Sikoa standing tall, declaring himself the rightful tribal chief. His new bloodline looked confident and ready to take over. It was the usual heel energy, cocky, loud, and convincing. Then everything changed. The arena lights dimmed, the crowd grew silent. A new entrance theme hit, one that no one expected. The screen flashed with images of dominance, chaos, and destruction. When the smoke cleared, Roman Reigns walked out. The crowd erupted in disbelief. But it wasn't the return that shocked them, it was who walked out beside him. Standing shoulder to shoulder with the most dominant champion of the modern era was none other than Logan Paul. Yes, Logan Paul, the influencer-turned-wrestler who competes a handful of times a year and spends the rest of his time chasing viral fame. The same Logan Paul who's often criticized for treating wrestling like a hobby rather than a passion. And just like that, one of WWE's most sacred storylines was thrown into chaos. A partnership that makes no sense for 4 years, Roman Reigns built his legacy on one principle: family. His rise as the tribal chief wasn't just about titles and dominance, it was about loyalty, blood, and the sacred bonds of the Anoa'i dynasty. Every move he made, every betrayal, every alliance, it all revolved around that idea. He stood for tradition and respect. Now, in a shocking twist, he's aligned himself with someone completely outside that family circle. Logan Paul, a man with no wrestling heritage, no connection to the bloodline, and no long-term commitment to the business. This partnership undermines everything Roman's character stood for. It tells fans that the years of storytelling, emotion, and growth were meaningless. Suddenly, the bloodline isn't about family anymore. It's about followers and social media engagement. It's a heartbreaking shift that cheapens the depth and legacy of Roman Reigns' entire run. The real reason behind WWE's decision. So why would WWE do this? The answer is simple: numbers. WWE has never been shy about chasing mainstream attention, but this move feels especially calculated. Logan Paul brings with him millions of followers, YouTube views, and headlines. To WWE's corporate mindset, that kind of visibility is irresistible. They see Logan as a bridge to younger audiences and casual viewers, someone who can turn a wrestling storyline into a viral moment. But here's the problem: it comes at the expense of the integrity of the product. For decades, WWE has balanced entertainment with respect for the sport's traditions. Lately, though, the balance seems gone. This isn't about elevating new talent or creating compelling drama. It's about chasing algorithms and engagement metrics. WWE seems more concerned with what's trending on social media than what's happening in the ring. And for fans who've stuck around through the highs and lows, that's deeply disheartening. The fallout in the locker room. Imagine being a full-time WWE superstar, someone who trains year-round, travels constantly, and performs night after night for fans around the world. Now imagine watching someone like Logan Paul, who appears a few times a year, walk into a top storyline with Roman Reigns. How do you think that feels? It's a blow to morale. Wrestlers like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, and Shinsuke Nakamura have been pouring their hearts into this company for years. They've fought through injuries, carried mid-card feuds, and delivered some of the best matches on the roster. Yet, instead of being rewarded with main event spots, they're overshadowed by part-timers with social media clout. That's not just unfair, it's disrespectful. WWE was built on the backs of wrestlers who lived and breathed this business. To see their hard work pushed aside for celebrity appeal sends the wrong message about what truly matters inside that ring. A missed opportunity for greatness. Roman Reigns' return could have been the beginning of a thrilling, new chapter. There were so many directions the story could have taken. He could have reformed the bloodline with the Usos, bringing the family full circle. He could have teamed up with a rising star like Carmelo Hayes or LA Knight, giving fresh life to the main event scene. Even a surprise alliance with someone like Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins could have created an unforgettable twist. Instead, WWE took the easy way out. They went for shock value over storytelling. They sacrificed emotional depth for celebrity shine. This was their chance to remind fans that wrestling is about legacy, about continuity, about characters who evolve in ways that make sense. Instead, they turned it into a publicity stunt. Roman Reigns deserved a better story. The fans deserved a better story. And WWE missed that chance. What this means for the future of WWE, the bigger question now is, what comes next? WWE is heading into a critical moment. The Bloodline saga, once hailed as one of the best storylines in modern wrestling, risks losing its heart. The company's identity is also at stake. Are they going to continue chasing short-term buzz, or will they start valuing the wrestlers and stories that built their foundation? The answer will determine whether WWE continues to grow or alienates its most loyal fans. Celebrity involvement in wrestling can work when it's done with respect. Bad Bunny is a perfect example. He trained hard, showed love for the business, and made the full-time talent look strong. That's how you bring mainstream appeal without disrespecting the art form. But if WWE continues treating wrestling as a marketing gimmick rather than a craft, the long-term consequences could be devastating. Fans will lose trust, wrestlers will lose motivation, and the product will lose its soul. A message to the WWE Universe. This isn't about hating Logan Paul. He's talented, athletic, and entertaining in his own right. But there's a difference between being a guest star and being handed the keys to the kingdom. Fans want to believe in stories that feel earned, not manufactured. They want to cheer for wrestlers who fight for their place, not influencers who are given it. WWE has the chance to correct course. They can still turn this shocking alliance into something meaningful, if they use it to tell a story about loyalty, fame, and the cost of selling out. But if they continue down this path of prioritizing publicity over passion, the disconnect between WWE and its audience will only grow wider. Fans have every right to be frustrated, to speak up, and to demand better. Because wrestling has always been more than just entertainment, it's a shared experience built on respect, emotion, and connection. WWE made its choice last night. Now the fans must decide whether to keep accepting it or demand something real again.